Bad news. Dominican boxer Michel Rivera has been temporarily suspended by INSAC. That's the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Reason being, he failed a drug test. Find out more in the details in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. This is some news that I hate to bring to you, because it's a black eye on the sport, really for the particular fighter and their career. Michel Rivera has temporarily been suspended. You look on BoxRec and it says Michel Rivera suspended by the Nevada Athletic Commission indefinitely. Again, as I mentioned, this is because Michel Rivera tested positive for 2 banned substances on the list, and that was in his last fight versus Frank Martin. So he broke the ban list, WADA code, and had something in his system that he wasn't allowed to have in his system, in competition, out of competition, whatever, right? Hydrochlorothiazide and triametrine. These 2 substances were not supposed to be in his system, and at some point for the Frank Martin fight, they were found and detected in his system. His team is saying that he ingested the substances unwillingly, and he thought he was taking like some vitamins or supplements. Now, the thing here is you got to be consistent with the rules and the policing of the rules, because if you don't, then it'll be complete anarchy and then people will be able to do whatever they want in the sport of boxing. So, I'm not there when this was entered his body or his bloodstream or his urine or whatever, his system. So I don't know what it is. All I know is it looks bad. And whether you did it willingly or unwillingly, at the end of the day, you are responsible for what is in your system as a pro athlete. That's why you get paid the big bucks. You got teams and stuff, and you appoint certain people. You got to appoint people that you can trust. Also, I do know that they have certain companies where before you take any type of vitamins or whatever, they can test them to see if there's trace amounts, this, that, and the third. And herein lies a big, huge problem when it comes to people saying I had tainted supplements. What were the supplements? Because if you can really prove your case, which you notice this never really happens in the sport of boxing, but let's say there was some cross-contamination with a particular supplement that you bought off the shelf, like you got it at the store, like you went to the GNC or the vitamin shop or whatever, and you got an actual product that they sold, and you took it, and it wasn't supposed to have a certain substance or ingredient in it, and then you were able to repurchase it or use the remainder of the canister or the pill form and get it tested out your own pocket and prove that it had cocaine or whatever the substance is in your system, and that's or in its ingredients, and it wasn't listed, then you can perhaps redeem yourself. But more often than not, from what I've seen in these instances, is the fighter plays dumb. The fighter says they don't know how it happened. The fighter says, "Oh, I wasn't a willing participant," and really that's not good enough. You're gonna have to produce. I mean, just look. I treat boxing in situations like this like the court of law, right? If you are wanted for murder and they got DNA evidence, I mean, you're pretty screwed. But if they have some pretty compelling evidence against you, let's say it's not DNA, because DNA might be a tad too specific. But if you're wanted for murder and you can't place your whereabouts on the night that the murder occurred, then yeah, they're gonna keep considering you a suspect. But if you could produce documentation, say, hey, I was at jury duty, you go look at the court cameras, you'll see me, I was in seat 6, then it would be impossible or improbable for you to committed the crime if it's the courthouse is 75 miles away, the crime took place at this time, blah, blah, blah. So anybody can have an alibi, but at the end of the day, it has to check out. And simply saying, oh, I didn't know, and things like that, it's just not going to work. So you're probably going to get suspended. It's going to be a huge black eye, a huge asterisk on your career. To me, this is terrible for Michel Rivera. Definitely a cool, seems like a cool guy. He looked like see, here's the other thing that I gotta be real. I'm just being real with you on these drug videos, these PED videos. You guys look at it where this is a fighter who's 5'9" and he looked huge for the weight that he's campaigning at. And it looked like I heard rumors that he had issues cutting weight, and that was right before the Frank Martin fight. Like he was dehydrated or something. Like just go back, you look at my old videos, and there were rumors that he was potentially weight drained trying to make this weight. So the other thing is, even though this is circumstantial, it looks extremely bad when you're 5'9" and you're crunching down into this lower division, and then you're found with illegal substances in your system that help you lose weight rapidly and quickly. And they're diuretics, which diuretics could also typically be used as masking agents to harder drugs and hardcore stuff, right? So that already looks bad. But even as a diuretic, if it's banned, it's banned. So the circumstantial evidence against Michel Rivera is extremely damning, because at the end of the day, it's documented that you were struggling to make weight, and then you have a diuretic in your system. So it makes you look guilty, you know, whether it's true or not, as accident or not. I'm just talking about perception. The perception is bad. Somebody, it's like Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez struggled. He openly told ESPN that he struggled with making weight. And then, you know, years later, he fell with phentermine. So anytime this happens with boxers, it's not a good look, because if you have documented history of missing weight or can't make weight, and then you have diuretics and things that help you shed, and, you know, things that are like Oscar Valdez with the phentermine, when they have like, you know, obesity camps and stuff like that and weight loss programs, phentermine is something that they give people who are enrolled in those programs who have real big difficulties losing weight or high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and are at risk. So it looks mighty suspicious and sus and very coincidental. So this is a huge L for Michel Rivera. I mean, on top of this, you'll be banned most likely by Nevada for X amount of time, you know, 9 months to a year. So your whole 2023 is shot. You have an asterisk. You probably can't wear the Ali trunks anymore, because Ali would never. And then beyond all this failed test stuff with the diuretics, you lost your first professional fight, and you lost like majorly. You lost like every round, and you got dominated by Frank Martin. So dominated, wasn't really competitive to me. You know, got dominated by Frank Martin in a fight that was expected to be 50-50. And there were a lot of people who were picking Michel Rivera. Some people were picking Frank Martin. And then Frank Martin, you know, proved what he's about. And then all this other stuff after is just it's a terrible look. You know, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. For boxing news you can trust, subscribe to the channel. I'm the best in the business. Here we out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.